Michael, those two experiences are pretty intense. But now I want to bring you back to the cliffhanger of the
Oh,
beginning of
yes.
our conversation for everyone who is still with us and wants to know what has happened very recently in your life. So last we left our hero at the
At the cliff,
at the cliff, dangling,
yeah.
while the man in the mustache twirled his mustache, and the train is coming for the girl. No, the last we spoke, you were talking to the doctors. You were about to be transferred over to a better hospital who could better treat you, and you ask, "What do I have?" And then that's where we left off. So,
Yeah.
can you talk just a little bit about what's going on now and how this is different from the stories you just told?
Yeah. Well, I've had 7 near-death experiences altogether.
Oh, Jesus.
So
We'll need multiple episodes for that.
so that's kind of a little backstory to this new experience at the beginning of this year. And when they transported me in an ambulance to this new hospital, I guess when the paramedics bring you in an ambulance, they have to go through the emergency room, even though I didn't stop there. And they're going, oh yeah, we got to take him to the 4th floor. Well, I've never been to that hospital. I don't know what's on the 4th floor, but okay. So we're going up the elevator, come out the hallway. I'm being rolled on this gurney. So all I could see is kind of up above. And they open the big double doors, and they're pushing me through there. And I look up right in time to see huge sign on top of the door saying oncology.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, oncology?
Uh-oh.
I mean, cancer is the last thing that was on my mind.
Right.
You know, I could have had, since I've had weird situations, medically speaking, most of my life, I could have expected anything hardly, but cancer was not anywhere near the top of the list, not even close. I never even thought of it. But I've worked with, I'd say, quite a few hundreds, maybe a couple hundred people over the years when I was doing private sessions who had cancer of some sort. So I go, okay, that seems strange, but well. And then I'm being still rolled through this whole hallway. Oh, maybe I'm going out of this oncology ward to a different ward, the next one. Sure enough, they come to this next double doors. And I didn't understand what the sign said. It just said BMT in big letters. I don't know what that stands for. So they push me in through there, but I can tell, oh, this is just a subdivision of the oncology ward still. It's not a separate one. But it's a lot more elite, a lot more specific. Yeah. And so I thought, and it's a much smaller place, but about 10 times cleaner than any other part of the hospital. So I thought, okay, well, at least it's really clean. And I get wheeled into the first available room to the left, and it's a private room. I thought, so I'm thinking, well, at least if I'm going to die, I'm going to be in a private room instead of, people throwing up and stuff all over me. So I go, okay, that's looking at the brighter side of things. They dump me off there. Nobody tells me anything yet. And then later on, the doctor shows up. And I can tell he's a bigwig because he's got interns and residents and other people following him with clipboards and everything, waiting on his every word. So I thought, okay. And he says, yes. I mean, there's very little introduction or anything. He goes right to the point. He says, yes, we know you have definitely leukemia. And I'm going, God, even if I had cancer, that's about the last type of cancer I would have thought of. Mm-hmm. And I thought, that's interesting. And he says, but we don't know yet what kind of leukemia. There's several different kinds. Makes a huge difference which kind you have. But we'll know that after the biopsy today, and then I'll know the results by tomorrow morning. So your actual diagnosis has to wait until then. I said, okay, that's fine. So I am in the oncology ward. They don't know what kind of leukemia I have, so but I'm sure this is kind of have to do with leukemia in this particular wing. And the next morning he comes by on his rounds at 7 o'clock or something. And he goes, you have AML. That's the only thing I ever knew about leukemia. I don't know any other type of leukemia or anything, but AML, somewhere I knew, oh yeah, isn't that the most aggressive form of leukemia you can have? And he says, yes. I said, okay. My first kind of reaction to that was surprising. It was like, there have been times in my life where, since I work with so many people with different kinds of cancers, what would that be like? You know, some people handled it really well, other people didn't.
To watch the full video, click on the link below, and don't forget to subscribe.